Allahu Akbar. I have little children ask me sometimes, if I'm in Jannah on one level and another person is in Jannah on another level and I wish to meet them or they wish to meet me, what will happen? I said, Allah will make it happen in a way that I can't explain to you, but inshallah when we get there, we'll just nod our heads and say, hey, it happened, you see. I don't know. I just know it will happen. And I know that Allah can keep you in a certain way. There's a very interesting hadith that comes to my mind. Very interesting. It says, whoever has had intoxicants, meaning that whoever has had the intoxicating wines of the dunya will not be having the wines in Jannah. Meaning, say they are forgiven and they change their lives and whatever. So now here comes a man, he says, hey, I had a bad life in the past. I used to drink. And now I've changed my life and inshallah I'm looking forward to Jannah. But why won't I have the alcohol, meaning the wines? It's called wines. It's not intoxicating. The one in Jannah is not intoxicating. Why won't I have it in Jannah? Imagine it's going to be something that I'm going to want. And when I want it and Allah's going to say no, doesn't it negate another verse of the Quran which says, once you get into Jannah, you get what you want? So I said the best explanation of the ulama is something simple. Allah removes from your entire system even the thought of it. You won't think of it. I mean, if you loved something and you got into a place where there's something billions of times better than that, would you even think of that? You wouldn't even want it. It won't even cross your mind perhaps. One day, years later in the dunya, we might think about it. In the akhirah, Allah will occupy you with so much of goodness, it's not going to come. Again to the moral, the whole topic of today, to instill hope in the hearts of the people by telling them, don't get bogged down with the past. Whether it's someone who did something to you, whether it's your own past, you need to look ahead, you need to move forward, and you need to understand, make the most of whatever Allah has given you. I end by telling you, my brothers, my sisters, those of us who have sinned against ourselves, and we have had a past, or we have done something evil, turn to Allah before it is too late. Next week, we might not see some of us in the masjid. Next week. In fact, next week is too far. You can have a scare at any time. Anything could happen. Don't lose hope in the mercy of Allah. You are good enough. You are definitely good enough. Just make amends. Get up, stand up, and move. Move forward. Get up for salah. Ask Allah's forgiveness. If you falter once more, ask Allah's forgiveness again and again and again, and don't give up. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless every one of us and grant us goodness. I pray that the next time we meet each other, we will be in a better condition. Today we are in a better condition than we were yesterday. Alhamdulillah. Please seek the forgiveness of Allah. I believe that there is definitely something wrong with us. That's what I believe. There is definitely something wrong with us. Imagine Makkah, Medina, the masajid, everything being affected in this way. We need to revisit our link with Allah. There is definitely something wrong with us. And don't point the fingers at others. It's me. I need to help myself, improve myself. Life is so short. I have had a lot of people, and I'm sure you may have, whom I've known. Suddenly, they know more. Where did they go? Back to Allah. It's a matter of a few days and you could go. It would be a blessing to have started the day I died with Fajr and a little recitation of the Quran. And then with Dhuhr, if your death was written after Dhuhr. Or then with Asr, if your death was written after that. And so on. May Allah bless every one of us and grant us strength, the ability to change, the ability to help others at a time of need, and the ability to continue on the path with hope until we meet with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أقول قولي هذا وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد.